All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for Monday, the 23rd of November. I have been doing nothing but gaming. I have been gaming nonstop. I'd say every single day I've been playing Destiny 2 on PC with the boys. Um, it's really not good. Like, I have talked about this before where I feel like when I was in a hole a couple of years ago, all I did was game and watch YouTube videos, depressing YouTube videos. And there's something therapeutic about games that are like service-based games where you're grinding for gear and grinding to get your power level up. And I have a really addictive personality, and grinding that shit is it's addictive. It is it's just like constantly chipping away, going up one power at a time and taking hours to do it. And um again, I just don't feel like logically I know there's no achievements to be had there. Like getting to a higher power level or getting better loot, just it's small percentages. You're a little bit more powerful. You can kill things that little bit easier, but then at the same time, the game is the most fun when you're under the power level and shit's hard and you have to play well, and gets to a point where you get so powerful that you're just blasting through everything and it's just a little bit easy and almost boring. So um I really need to curb this. It's like my personality just makes it so hard for me to just limit myself to maybe only a couple of hours a day, because I tend to uh, enjoy what I love doing. And if I love doing it, I'll go all in. So, yeah, gaming is really not good for me. I'm super unproductive. I don't think I did anything at all last week apart from pay some bills and game. And those bills fucking hurt too. I had to pay council rates, and it's one of the things about being a homeowner. Like the council rate bills are so fucking ridiculous. It was over $3,000, and it's that kind of money that you're saving up to, get something going again. Like for me, that money could have gone into getting the GTR back on the road. Um, and this shit pops up, and next thing you know, you've lost that little buffer that you could use for something fun. So hey, but I suppose if I didn't own a home, I would be paying rent. So same shit. Money is gone. Um, I've got a couple of questions here, but not so many, and I don't know if that's because I've been quiet on social media lately, and like I'm just not rocking up on people's feeds anymore, or or whether it's because last week I forgot to put the Q&A up. But I still have a few questions, so I'll go through them. Daniel Karjati asks, speed camera sign removal, paying back COVID stimulus packs, lol. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. I mean, I've been done by speed cameras in Victoria before, and I'm pretty sure in Victoria there are no signs to say there's a speed cameras there. So let's be honest, like it's super easy to speed. Like a lot of the cars on the road these days are really powerful, and even 40 zones. I find 40 zones fucking ridiculous. Like I don't trust bad drivers to be able to slow down to 40, look at their speedos so much in order to do so, and at the same time keep an eye out on the road for kids and all that shit. So um, it's really hard to do 40 k's an hour, especially in a really fast car. Um, so yeah, I think that's super nasty. I don't know if this is legit or not. Apart from Daniel's comment, so if they do make this a thing where they remove all these speed camera signs, um, I just think it's nasty, and obviously a shitload more people will get done by this. But at the same time, like I drive 100 Jazz, so at 60 k's an hour, it feels fast. That's what I like about it. It's light and it's super underpowered. So you drive a Golf or something, a GTI or an R32 at 60 k's, and it just feels so heavy and slow. But you drive like a shitbox and at 60 k's, and it feels alive. So I doubt I'll be getting done by the speed cameras anytime soon. Um, Next question: what cars do you still own? I still have the R32 GTR, which I don't think I'll ever sell, and I have a Honda Jazz, which is a couple of years old now, and I still have never washed it, not once. Um, I don't intend to wash it anytime either. Sometimes, if it's raining really heavily, I'll take it out of the carport and park it on the street, and it'll get a wash that way. Um, what other careers have you thought of doing? Um, I like recently, I really would love to just get back into painting and giving giving that a proper crack, like being a proper artist, a real true artist, and just paint. But I think I've got plenty of time to do that, so it might be something that I do later on in life, maybe. Um, and the only other career that I mean, I really wanted to be a famous guitarist as well. I was in a rock band for a few years. At the end of high school and early uni, and used to gig around with a couple of mates for like shitty pay at shitty pubs all around the city. We entered the Sydney Uni Band Comp and made it to the final phase, which was pretty awesome. Um, Always wanted to be a rock star. And the only other legit career that I've thought of is to still be within graphic design, but to do motion graphics. So a lot of the guys I was hanging out with when I was in the design industry and working a few years out after design school, they took the plunge and got into motion graphics. And man, it's just such a powerful medium to have visuals and audio and motion all in the one, and voice and story. And the work that I've done is always so flat, and it's hard to make people feel emotional over just an image. Whereas with sound and motion and words, you can really have an impact and get a message across in such a compelling way. So definitely a motion graphics designer, animator, using a bit of CG and all of that. It's a career that I've always thought about, but every time I sort of dip my toes in, video editing is just not for me. Like the timeline, how huge the files are, how slow it is to get your final edit out. It's that doesn't suit me. I like a faster pace. So um I know it's getting better. Even making these videos is annoying for me, but I'm not editing anything. I'm not doing anything. But man, if I really got into it, I'd have to get over the fact that the process isn't as fluid and liquid as I would like, but it's just the way it is. So, um, yeah, definitely motion graphics is something that I've always been curious about. Um, Next question is an interesting one. What's something you've experienced but never told anyone because no one would believe you? Eh, I don't think I honestly, I don't think I have an experience that I've never told anyone because I've got such a big mouth and I tell everyone everything. And I'm an open book, right? That's the whole concept. So I am probably the worst person to tell a secret to. I'm the worst person to keep a secret. Never can keep a secret. It just has to come out. Like it's better out than in. And holding on to secrets and all that stuff just makes me feel anxiety, and I end up like it just haunts me. So I'm definitely shit at it. But um, probably some experiences that I've had that were really bizarre have been in relation to my dad, who passed away when I was 18, right? So with my ex-fiance, once we visited his grave, and it was super cloudy. It was really miserable and gray. And as soon as we got to his grave, the I introduced him to her, and the fucking clouds parted right in line with his gravestone. And both her and I just looked at each other and freaked the fuck out. It was so ridiculous. It was almost like something that only us two could see and nobody else could see it. Um, that's something that, yeah, you had to be there, right? Like, I'm not a religious person, but fucking hell, that was religious. It was like a religious experience. And the only other thing that I can think of that I've never really told anyone is when Dad was at a point where he was just loaded up on morphine, and he was going to die any day at that point. Like that, he just gave up the fight. And someone was always looking after him, at the hospital. Someone was always there. He'd be out of it for most of the day and night, but there was always my mom or myself, my sister. And he came out of sleep, and he looked at me, and I was like sort of leaning up against the wall in the hospital room, and he said to me, just Justin, just don't worry. You're not gonna get what I've got. You're not gonna get this cancer, stomach cancer. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. And it's something that I've never been able to forget. And he just obviously didn't want me to worry, and I haven't. Like ever since he's passed away, I've done everything that I've ever wanted to do. So he gave me so much strength to chase my dreams. And at that time, I was like, really believed that life really was super short, because he passed away at 46. So, I'm 45 now, and only now am I realizing, like, fuck, life isn't as short as I have always thought it was. Maybe I'm not going to die next year, and maybe maybe there's going to be my fucking voice. So maybe there's going to be a whole lot more to come. But yeah, I mean, there's some experiences that I had that I haven't really told too many people about. It's not so much that people wouldn't believe me, but uh, yeah, you know what people are like with religion. Some people, some people are super religious. More power to them. But I'm more of a skeptic, to be honest. And yeah, so that's one sign that I got with the parting of the sky that still freaks me out to this day. Like it just was too weird. Um, all right, so that's all with the questions this week. I suppose I can rant on about other shit though. Not, I haven't been on social media much the last week because I've been gaming so much, but I did check out Instagram, and they had installed a new interface, and it's been sort of tweaked over the last week, I think. But on the day that they did edit it, it made it difficult to make a post, and it made it difficult to check your likes. So I kind of see what they're trying to do there. Um, it's almost like they're trying to shoot themselves in the foot. Um, and it's made me look at Instagram twice. Like I think interface tweaks are one thing, but their branding is disgusting. To me anyway, right? Like I really hate that Instagram font, the logo type, with the sort of scripty font. It just looks really generic to me, and I even hate the icon as well of the like curvy looking camera. I think the icon and the typeface completely don't match. It's like a juxtaposition, an old school like scripty handwritten font versus this sort of 80s looking curvy camera icon, with like tones of pink and purple and stuff like that. Like I think they need a rebrand, not a new interface. They need a rebrand. Um, in other news, Vivian's Patreon got fucking flagged and taken down. Um, you know, I think Patreon is trying to clean their act up, and it's sort of pushing more arts than anything else. And they probably don't like it that she's not offering her services there, but they probably know, and there's probably a bit of that going on. We've had to take everything down, so we're going to keep more of the erotic stuff on her OnlyFans and use her Patreon to start again and really focus on more artistic nude shots as opposed to anything erotic at all. So Viv has a really cute Airbnb booked tomorrow, and we're going to kick off our new Patreon, uh, sort of like a new branding exercise in some ways. Really focus on the girlfriend experience, make it keep it really cute. I think it'll work, and I think it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to shooting tomorrow too. So um, I'm pretty sure her friend Ellie will be there too. So um, I haven't shot in a while, and I expect to be shooting a shit ton tomorrow at this Airbnb. Um, and what else? Let's wrap it up. I did a podcast last night with Ornob. Ornob Wasim. He is a detailer, and I've personally never been the kind of guy to detail my cars or uh, I've never much believed in it. I think it's expensive, and there's a lot of products out there that are like snake oil, you know. So it was an interesting podcast with him. Like, it was really open, and I got to voice a lot of my concerns about that kind of stuff. And he agreed with some of it. He disagreed with some of it. So um, I will get that podcast up tomorrow, most likely. And I'm also catching up with Carmen Tyler this week, who I did an awesome podcast with before I lost my marbles a couple of years ago. And she's a mum now. So it'd be awesome to hear what her life is like at the moment. She's always been an interesting human being. And I really love the podcast that I did with her last. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Um, she's just a really cool person. So looking forward to those catch ups. And apart from that, I think I'm gonna game some more, and I'm already like thinking of gaming now. It's like I wake up and I want to game, and then I'm gaming just before I sleep, and it's really not good. So I need to chill the fuck out, and it's either like fucking promoting shit on social media all day or gaming. And it's like almost like the lesser of two evils right now. Maybe I should just start fucking painting. I think I should just start fucking painting. Um, who knows? I might buy some fucking materials this week instead of getting a VR headset, which the boys are going on about at the moment. I hate the idea of VR. I think it's really not going to be good for me. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope everyone has an awesome week. I shall see you guys in the next one. Catches.